Hi Debbie.
Hi.
So you came to the PainFree experience last year.
Yes, I did, and it was amazing.
Fabulous. And what made you come into the class? What happened?
Well, I was camping last year, and considering that I have arthritis and I hadn't much cartilage left between my joints all over my body, but my spine was really feeling it last year. I was in agony camp, and even though I had really good mats and I had, really good stuff to camp with, I was in absolute agony. And I wanted to see if it would work for me, and it absolutely did.
Oh, and how long have you been suffering with arthritis and cartilage things?
16 years.
16 years?
Yeah.
So then you came to see how it would work out for you.
Yeah.
And you came to the class, and then what happened?
Well, that day, actually, almost instantly, that day I could feel the difference.
Yeah.
Because when we did the class, and actually I discovered in the class that my pain wasn't actually originating from my spine, it was originating from my head, even though I didn't know that. But the steps took me to that, and just in that class I could feel the difference in the moment. But it was that night, the sleep I got, and waking up the next day and just not having like that level of pain, not having to take really, really heavy pain meds. There was a shift like instantly, and I could feel it, and it just lifted my pain and made the camping experience so much better.
So you didn't take pain meds that night?
I didn't take pain meds that night. I didn't need them in the morning.
And would you have normally?
Always.
Always?
For 16 years.
I remember when you're looking at me in the class, and you looked like you were in severe pain.
Yeah.
So a key bit in the class was that you realised it came from somewhere else, actually.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a leap for you.
Yeah, it was a massive leap.
And then what were your expectations? Did you have any reservations coming into the class? What do you think was going to happen?
I didn't think it would be able to work for my level of pain. Okay. I thought my pain's it's too severe, and also it's a condition. How is the condition going to go away and stuff like this? But I remember you saying at the time, healing can happen in an instant, and it did feel like that's what happened. And because I opened myself up to it fully, I did in the moment when you started taking the class. I thought, I'm going to open myself up to this fully.
I wonder if that's a piece, because lots of people say they were ready and open.
Yeah.
Just have an open mind. Would you agree?
Yeah, an open mind and open to healing. Okay. What I've said a few times that I've went in for different types of healing is I always say to myself, it's safe for me to allow the healing, and I said that in my mind. It's safe for me to allow the healing. So yeah.
So you're kind of an allowance thing going on,
an
open thing going on, see how it goes.
Yeah.
And you didn't really have high expectations it would really even help you, but you were open.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then you felt the effects straight away.
I felt the effects straight away, and a year later, almost a year, 11 months, I just don't have the same level of pain in my spine. I don't have the same problems in my spine.
From that class?
From that class, and also taking the steps home and doing the steps whenever I felt a pain flare.
Yes.
Now I haven't done the steps for a while, but I have been content. I've not really needed too much. My spine hasn't been the issue. So.
And this is 16 years of pain?
16 years of pain.
And painkillers?
And painkillers.
Morning and night?
Painkillers, I had to take painkillers 4 times a day, but it's specifically mostly in the morning when I woke up. The mornings were absolute agony for me.
Okay, wow.
So it just wasn't like that the next morning. And I was like skipping about like,
I
yay!
know, I remember. You look
amazing.
Smiling, happy.
Yeah.
So then you never took painkillers again? Or?
No, I did take painkillers again, because I actually have other conditions and I have other problems which I actually hope to tap into and find the root, find the cause, and clear and heal. So I'm going to come to your classes
Please
again.
Please do. Get the next layer of things.
Yeah, for sure.
And so then you're just saying about before we recorded, that you're saying that there's another element of healing.
Yeah.
Knowing the root cause, and you were talking a little bit. Can you say something about what you mean by that?
I found with me that my spinal pain had actually originated when doing your steps, that it took me to my head, the left side of my head, at the top of my head. And there was a very long ago childhood trauma where I had seriously hit my head that I had actually forgot about, but the trauma was based around about me believing it was my fault.
Okay.
And I was really, really, terrified as a child that I had caused this damage, and actually tapping into that and finding out about that, I think that's why even though now I don't do the steps, I did after it in the beginning, but now I don't do the steps, but the pain is still away, and I think it was because I tapped into that.
The reason it was
there.
The root cause.
Yeah,
and this is something I teach in the PainFree program, which is a group that I run of how to get rid of all of your symptoms.
Yeah.
And this is a key piece of learning the healing steps is brilliant. Is, get really quick results.
Yeah.
Healing is just like that.
Yeah.
But the reason your things are there, that's the critical piece. That's the deeper healing.
Yeah.
And why is your body doing it? What's the trauma or emotion or memory or feeling, whatever it is? It might be something so you can't even believe it's a thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Or might be a big thing like you.
Yeah.
So unless you address the root cause, so thanks for saying that, because
Yeah.
that's a critical piece.
Yeah.
And having the right mindset that you can't get rid of a thing, you have to address, yes, topically, and you can definitely help it shift, but it's the reason it's there you've got to shift.
Yeah.
That's the critical bit.
Yeah. And I believe that's why the healing has lasted, because of that. I do believe that, because I actually feel lighter in my soul having found that out and having tapped into it. I really do. And it's given me the opportunity to actually be able to do that with other stuff, be able to heal old wounds, emotional wounds, past traumas. So it's actually been a process of healing on different levels.
Oh my gosh.
So it's been amazing.
So it's kind of been like a trigger of, you got this, and feel the effects, and then you're starting to naturally work on other things.
Yeah.
And you're getting the same results? Or?
Yeah, the other things, it may actually be, maybe I will find out when I come to one of your classes that one of my other pains are connected to one of these other things, or
we'll find out.
I had certainly repressed the childhood trauma of hurting myself in my head, so maybe it will stop anything else that's repressed and just let it come to the surface. So I'm hoping that happens. Yeah.
Definitely all part and parcel, because you're the whole package of you. Definitely possible.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to guide you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So what would you say to other people wondering about that my method is right for them, the PainFree Method is right for them, or if they are thinking about working with me? What would you say to people?
I would say be completely open-minded. Even if you don't feel like you believe it, suspend your disbelief, because I told myself in the moment, I don't think this is going to work for my level of pain, and then I says, no, I'm going to be open and I'm going to accept and allow myself to be healed. And what I said to myself is, it's safe to be healed, and I just opened myself up completely to it, and I was willing to take it all in and try it fully, and I think that really helped.
So that was a major key.
Yeah.
To let the healing happen for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.